All right, we are back with another video with all the analysts for tomorrow on Wednesday. As y'all know, Nvidia has earnings tomorrow. I think that's going to move the whole market, but let's go over some analysts, mostly on the bigger names, the Mag 7s, the AMDs, gold, silver, Bitcoin is starting to drop bigger buys on Bitcoin that might be happening on the crypto side. Then some of the bigger names to keep the video right around 10-ish minutes. So let's start off with Nvidia. Smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys for watching. So Nvidia does have earnings on Wednesday. That's going to be the biggest thing for tomorrow, honestly. However they move, I think they're going to move the whole market, meaning AMD is going to move with them, Broadcom's going to move with them, Semiconductor, technology, S&P 500, everything is going to kind of move with them. Microsoft, Google, they might move with Nvidia too, okay? Nvidia is a very heavy weight in the market, and their earnings come out pretty late. So we'll look out for that tomorrow. I probably won't play the earnings directly. What will be the most important part about is what happens after the earnings. Bigger drop, bigger up. Do we continue on the upside? Do we reverse? Do we continue the downside? Do we reverse? That will be the biggest thing on Nvidia. And I'm hoping actually Nvidia crashes because I want to buy more Nvidia long-term shares heavy. So I'm hoping Nvidia goes down. I'm hoping it comes down to the 160s, 150s, because that's when I'm going to start buying some more long-term shares of Nvidia. That would be the goal. From the highs all the way down to like the 160s, it'll be down over 24, 25%. I'm gonna load up shares in that range. So that's like what I'm looking out for. Nvidia, what I'm kind of looking out for. I might look for shorter term puts on Nvidia before the earnings comes out in the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord first in the description. That's where you get to see me trade every morning. But more importantly, build the independence to actually start finding these trades on your own. Build that freedom. You do the same thing every day and you enjoy the day. Now let's go to AMD. So all new levels on AMD because AMD is going to move sympathy off of Nvidia. We'll have a support on AMD right around 224.75. Oh man, it hit perfect right here too. And then we'll have a resistance on AMD about 243.85 on AMD. So we'll watch out for these levels. I'll probably be looking for downside on AMD. I think the market might be trying to turn bearish, so I'm more focused on downside than up. But I think I'm looking for more downside, unless Nvidia comes out good and it booms up Nvidia, we'll kind of see. But we're kind of stuck in here. I think I'm gonna get bigger puts on AMD as well once we start breaking around 210. I think that might be the big drop to break us below like 200. So I'm also take a little profits off AMD long-term shares. I'll hold the bulk of it, but I want to make sure we have enough cash ready so whenever the market starts pulling down, we can start buying some of these stocks pretty heavy. Like 𝐬𝐵𝐺𝐽, same levels on 𝐬𝐵𝐺𝐽, nothing has changed. They haven't moved. Even TSM, same levels, they haven't moved. Looking to buy both of those heavy as well. If we go to SMCI got no strength out of here. It is still bobbling around this same support area, right around 33.70. That support area has not changed. We do have a new resistance level though, right around 35.38. So we'll see if SMCI wants to break this range. I am looking for some potential reversals on SMCI, but they might move off Nvidia as well. So we really need Nvidia earnings to come out and be done with. But I am still looking for SMCI reversal. We have not broken the support yet. We keep touching it. And this is a very strong area that SMC could push out of. So I'm kind of waiting for that push up, maybe some calls, most likely some shares. Even like Cloudflare, bigger drops today on Cloudflare. This is going to be a decent longer term buy that could be coming soon. They have a bigger support, I would say, probably like around 188.25, and then a resistance around 210.20. We'll be looking out for that. They're not down enough just yet, but if once they start coming down to around the 160s, 150s, that'll be the more ideal area. I think that'll be a big buying area for me, heavy buying for net. If we look at ARM broke support as well, looking for more downside. Some of these stocks are really turning bearish, like ARM. We have support around 132.55 and then resistance around 139.90. The only way I would look for upside is if we break that resistance, and maybe we might go to like maybe the 150s. Other than that, I'm still looking for mostly downside on ARM than up right now. So ARM is something that we're looking out for. And then let's head and go, what are some other semiconductors? Let's just go straight to Tesla. Tesla has the same levels. Tesla hasn't moved really at this range after that drop. The only clean play Tesla had was on Thursday, aiming for targets, because usually when we trade, I like to aim for stuff. But we might get some potential plays tomorrow if Tesla moves out of this range, right? We need to break a resistance or we need to break support. I think that's when Tesla will get a little more movie. Once Tesla gets to the low threes, I also want to buy some more long-term shares on Tesla as well that I think will be good. So for now, I'm kind of just being patient and waiting for that, but nothing really major on Tesla right now. Palantir did break support. It's going down. That's a good sign though, because if you like Palantir, that means we can get shares. 165.80. I'm not ready to get shares either. I think it needs to drop some more. 140s, 130s. That's when I'll start looking to buy some Palantir longer term shares. But for now, we have support around 165.80. We break that. Palantir is probably going down to the 160s. Smaller resistance area for now, around 170.65. We break that. Pretty much looking for like a smaller reversal. Kind of like how it fell down here and it had a nice pop up. We could also have that, but we have to break that smaller resistance area first. And then that's what we're looking out for. Let's go to Apple. Apple's probably going to move sympathy off Nvidia as well. New support 260.85 and also resistance about 271.70. Apple's pretty slow right here. Okay, so there's really nothing I would do with Apple in this range. I want to get calls, I want to get puts, I want to get shares. I want Apple to get out of this range. Down or up, doesn't matter. It needs to move for anything major. Meta still kind of dropping. Anything with Meta, one, I'm looking for a bigger potential reversal play on Meta. Okay, that could be coming, but Meta's pretty much bearish. So we are looking to buy some more longer term shares of Meta. I think Meta has a bigger support right around 582.40. We want to watch out for that. We did start buying some Meta shares. I'll probably buy some more maybe by the end of this week. I'm hoping Meta could continue dropping. We have a smaller resistance around 605.75. We break that, we might go back up to around 620s or so. But if we break that support, then we're probably going down more on Meta. So these are kind of like my warning signs on Meta to what type of play I can focus on. Break resistance, shorter term up, break support, shorter term down. That's what I'm kind of looking out for. Then I'm also looking to buy Meta more long-term shares. Amazon, dropping. Seems like it wants to turn bearish. We have support on Amazon at about 218.55. There's two supports on Amazon that I want to break before I start playing Amazon heavier puts for Amazon to come down below 200, which would be the goal. And once Amazon does get below 200, I'm looking to buy heavier shares down there as well, because that'll be about a 30% drop from its high. So that'll be something big. No clean resistance level right now off Amazon, but Amazon might be a good one longer term shares buy. And also I'm looking for bigger puts. Very heavy right here for the past week. Very big drops on Amazon. We want to watch out for that. Also Microsoft, very big fast drops on Microsoft as well. Microsoft is trying to turn bearish, a little bit slow in these areas. We have a bigger support on Microsoft, I would say right around 479.70 we look out for. And then our first resistance on Microsoft around 504.60. Looking for pretty much trading shorter term puts on Microsoft. I want it to come down tomorrow, maybe around the 480s or so. So looking for some shorter term puts, maybe we'll see. But I do want to buy some more longer term shares on Microsoft, but we'd have to come down to like the low fours, 440s, 450s, which is why I kind of want the market to start dropping. Google, McDougal is making us a lot of money on long term shares, up over 70%. You could really never sell Google and just let it compound forever, but I might take a little profits off, 5%, 10%, just kind of build that cash position and start investing in some stocks that are low. And then say Google drops to 220, you have cash ready to start investing more longer term. So the levels are the same for Google. Nothing really has changed. Break resistance, looking for the all-time highs. I guess the all-time high now would be all the way up here to about 293.95, but we have to break that resistance first. Like I said, we have Nvidia earnings, so we'll kind of see how we move. Let's go to gold. Gold, same support, same resistance. Still looking for gold to break that resistance before I look for calls. I think that's what makes it turn into a play, because remember, I'm giving you the levels to try to help you more understand direction, try to help you understand price a little bit more, so you're not just in here trying to guess. So if it breaks resistance, that means gold showing strength. Then I'll play in the strength. The last time we played calls on gold, we got calls right here. We sold all of our profits here. It went all the way up to like 70%. So we're looking for that secondary gold play. That's why I say make sure you guys join the team, first in that description. And then silver finally has a support we can start watching out for. I would say right around 45.65, but I still need silver to break about 47.80. Once it does that, then I'm looking for calls for it to go above like 49s and 50s. So silver, just having a little patience on these for now. Airlines, UAL, American, Delta, they're all pulling down, but I really don't see any plays on those right now. Boeing's really dropping. Look out for Boeing right when it gets around these support areas. Nikes, Disney's, SWK's, Target's. I think Target has earnings coming out tomorrow, I believe, pre-market. So we'll see on Target. I think Target is a phenomenal longer term buy as well, around the 89 area. So I'm looking to buy some more longer term shares of Target. I think they'll recover over long term. So there's a lot of stocks you're looking out for that I usually don't cover, but we talk about them in the Discord. So the Discord is where you get more. Right here, you just get a couple stocks. In Discord, we talk about a lot of like long-term swings, what we're going to scalp, cryptos. I think Bitcoin's coming to some decent buy. We're going to start buying Bitcoin soon. But yeah, those are just some longs. Even some of the health, the beauty side, I think we're going to sell the rest of our Ulta shares. I'm also watching ELF as it drops, looking for either a bigger reversal on ELF or looking to buy some shares below $50. So ELF might be good. Also EL as Esther Lauder. I think this would be good longer term, but I'm kind of waiting. Really hasn't moved since like July. So kind of just bobbling around this bigger support that it has around like 84.95. But that's the beauty side. If we go to the makeup side, well, health side, let's go to HIMS. HIMS still has the same support area. No real big movement off of HIMS right now. I would kind of be patient on it, kind of slow. It would be a little bit better if we actually start to see a little strength. And then after we get that strength, we can see if there's a possible play, but I don't want to do it like too early on. Eli Lilly's too high, no real big pull downs. I really don't see much in Eli Lilly. UNH, something I want to start buying more shares on. Coming back down to around 313s. I think it will be well over 600 longer term. So it's like a long term type of thing. And then I'm also looking for like options, bigger options, leap, like year dated contracts, but those aren't ready either. So for now, we just have support 307.95, and that's about it. I'll probably buy some more shares maybe before November's over, maybe December, sometime in there. We'll kind of see on UNH, but that's about it for that one. S&P 500. Let's update levels on the S&P 500. I would say you have a support around 659.55, and then resistance you have it around 668.90. But for now, I want to assume that we want more downside. I'll start looking for S&P 500 to break down to like 652, 653s, and more focused on puts unless we break resistance. Then I'll probably start looking for like upsides a little bit. And then Bitcoin, I want to buy some more Bitcoin once we get below 90,000. We did that a little bit today down here. It tapped it a little bit. Your new support on Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's coming to some good like longer term buys. We have a support right here on Bitcoin around 84,675. And then for your shorter term resistance level, we have a resistance around 95,000, about even. So we're watching out for those levels on Bitcoin, but I think longer term, if you really believe in Bitcoin, 92,000 below in the 80s, decent area. Say I bought now and I never sold it, and then Bitcoin reached new all-time highs. That's over 35% on the upside. So looking to buy some more Bitcoin this week, building in those bigger positions. Hood and Coinbase, all looking for these to drop. Hood actually has the same levels, and then Coinbase, same levels as well. I think Coinbase might be a decent buy in the 200s for longer term. That'd be over 100% gain longer term, which I think they could recover. Also watching Home Depot. Home Depot had earnings. They missed on EPS, but they actually beat on revenues. They just had a big drop, but they're coming down to some very juicy levels. Once they get down around that 310, 300, I think that's going to be a very good longer term buy on Home Depot. Don't pass it up. It is down about 23% from its all-time highs. I really want it around 30, but I might even start buying Home Depot this week. So we'll see. If you look at Home Depot longer term scale, literally all it does is go up. So we'll see on Home Depot. That's going to be a good bigger buy. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. Smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. And always remember, no recommendation to buy or sell anything, just for educational purposes only. So do not trade anything you see here in the video. Catch you guys in the next one.